Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, welcome. If you're a subscriber, sorry, I thought I was gonna shorten that, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay guys, let's get into this video. This video is going to be mainly focused on 5 steps to help you be successful during your water fast, okay? I tried to do a 3-day water fast at the beginning of May. If you watched my last video, and if not, I'll put a link up there for you. But in my last video, I said I wanted to start incorporating fasting into my daily life, okay? So I wanted it to be a part of my continual schedule. I wanted it to be inside of, every month I wanted to try to do something new. So I thought the first 3 days of the month would be a perfect time to start fasting, right? You take the first 3 days of your month, you do a water fast, it gets you started for the whole month. I was hoping that it would have me set for the whole month, just on that path to success, on that path to mental and physical and spiritual stability, all the goodies, all the good things, right? So with me setting this goal, I didn't stop to think,
I just got off a 10-day water fast. Right. Yeah, no.
my body was not ready, okay? And I lasted a day and a half. Worst day and a half of my life, okay? I was sick. I was consistently using the bathroom. I made tons of mistakes and errors. Like those 2 days, day and a half, because I went to about 2 o'clock on May 2nd, just were bad. But out of my mistakes, I came up with these steps to help you guys. So let's get into those steps.
Number 5, timing.
Timing is so important. Like I mentioned, I did a 10-day fast mid-April. Then I tried to transition, which I had a lot of issues. I, watch my videos. You can see I won't get into it. But I tried to transition and I was having issues transitioning. Then the next week I went to Vegas. And then the next week I was still having issues kind of figuring out my dietary plan. And so I started another fast. You have to give yourself time. Give yourself time to let your body acclimate. You know what I mean? It has to be able to do the fast successfully. And I did not give my body enough time of just being healthy and being ready to do another fast. And so I was having all these digestional problems. So I was taking detox tea and I was trying to get back into working out. And then I wanted to start this 3-day and I was rushing all of these things. But give yourself time.
Number 4, know your limits.
What I mean by this is if you've never fasted before, don't set your goal to be a 21-day fast. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Start off with not eating until 6 p.m. and then progress to a 24-hour fast and then progress to 2-day fast. Add on to it and grow with it, but don't just jump into it. When I did my 10-day fast, I had been fasting for spiritual purposes, religious purposes prior to that. So I've gone some time without eating, not a full 10 days. That was definitely new for me, but I had done some level of fasting before. So I knew my limitations and I really took that into consideration before I did that 10-day fast.
Number 3, make a plan.
So have a plan for what you're going to do when you feel tempted to eat. What are you going to do if you have a bad day at work? What are you going to do if you're bored and you're lonely, if you're sad, if something comes up? Have a plan so that you know what you can do to keep you on your goals. If you usually run to food for emotional support, like you just, hey, I want to feel good, so I eat. If you know that, and you know when you know that, because I know I do it, no one has to tell me that I'm an emotional eater, okay? I know it. And you know it, okay? So if you are an emotional eater, plan for things to substitute that, okay? Instead of going and eating a burger like I normally do to feel good about this, I'm going to write out what's going on in my life. I'm going to call a friend and talk to a friend. I'm going to take a hot shower. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm going to go get my toes done. Instead of doing what I normally do, what are some alternatives? And once you make that kind of plan, that detailed plan, you will be successful.
Number 2, be prepared.
We'll be prepared. Now, again, being prepared doesn't mean, oh, I got all my distilled water, I've got all my water bottles, I got my straws, I got everything. I'm good. I've got all my material. That's not what that means. When I say be prepared not only in the physical materials that you need in order for you to be successful, but be mentally prepared. Know that this is going to be a challenge for you. Know that this is going to be hard for you. Make sure that you have people that know that you're going through this fast. And I know a lot of times if you are looking to do this for a spiritual or a religious purpose, you don't, at least for Christianity, it says you shouldn't be talking, oh, I'm doing a fast, and telling everybody that. But that doesn't mean you don't have to have support. My husband was there for me. My sisters, my mother, I told all of my immediate family, like, look, I'm doing this, but I need to do this for myself. I have to have this experience. And I know that I'm going to have change, but I do need your support. My kids knew that I was fasting, okay? Everybody that I knew that I would need to lean on, I prepared them. And in preparing them, I prepared myself.
Number 1, have a purpose.
Don't just get into it saying, oh, water fasting is the new fad. I've seen it everywhere now, which is so crazy. But I'm seeing it all over the place. And a lot of times you see something and you see how successful it is for other people. And so you think, oh, I'm going to do that. But you don't really have a purpose behind it. Make sure that you have a purpose, because without a purpose, you are going to fail. Now, when I went into it, my purpose was I need change, okay? I felt like I was in a place in my life where I desperately needed to have some type of change. And so I was like, this is what I want to do. And I made my plan, and I had my support, and I was prepared, and I had the right timing, and I knew my limitations and all of those things. But number 1 is I had a purpose. I wanted to see some kind of change in my life, period. That was my purpose. At the end of the 10-day fast, I had goals. Like, I want to be able to wake up early. Now I'm waking up at 6 o'clock, 6:30, around that time. I wanted to read more of my Bible. Now I can read more of my Bible because I have been making this routine of doing it. I wanted to use my time better. Like, these were my purpose. This was the purposes. And when you go into it with the purpose, you're more determined and you're more likely to succeed. Well, guys, I hope this helped. I definitely will be going back on my next fast. I'm going to wait until the next month. So instead of doing another one, I'm just going to wait till June. But until then, keep watching. I will have other videos for you guys. Please comment or subscribe and let me know if you have any questions. If you need help, I'm definitely here for that support. So, until next time.